Hello, guys. So I'm interviewing Max Jenkins. He is 2 wins, 1 defeat, and one. Am I right in saying one of them were by knockout? Your debut?
Yeah, my debut and my third, yeah.
Oh, so two knockouts.
Yeah, effectively, yeah.
Yeah, two knockouts, mate. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
What went wrong with the feet, though?
It's quite interesting you said that. So, I don't know. It was a strange one, Tom's part. So the late change of opponent on the day. I was supposed to fight someone else, but they paid me for the purse, and it was either take the purse and go without a fight, or go and just stick whoever's in front of me. I made the rookie mistake of having whoever was in front of me at the time. I've had my current coach Julian at the time, Julian McGowan. He would probably said no, we're not taking the fight. Knew very little about him. His record doesn't suggest he's that rubbish as it suggests. He's a sparring partner for Pavel Sauer, who's been in with Hughie Fury. So he's not, So he's a constant, sparring partner for him. And Thomas Salak, who I think fought Babic recently. So he's a bit of an unknown quantity. Depends who turns up. But he turned up that day, and he's a southpaw, and never knocked me out. I stupidly only realised into the second round he was southpaw. I was that bemused by it all, and my own fault. But it's a fight on the cards to be rematched in the non-distant future, really. So
yeah.
You
were telling me that there was a bit of back and forth with you and Jay McFarlane.
Yeah. So me and Jay McFarlane, there's a bit of, what do you want to call it? A bit of nitty gritty between me and him. Yeah, there's a bit of beef there. That fight will happen next year. I don't know why it went, but it will happen sometime next year. With the terms right, times right, it's going to happen, and we're going to get it on. We're just not a fan of each other, I don't think. So yeah.
So are you going to be watching his fight, because he's fighting this weekend?
Yes, I've been actually invited to go. I'm in two minds whether to go or not, but I'll probably not end up going because I've got my daughter, you see, this weekend. So it's I'll be watching it closely and see how he does.
He's fighting Chris Healy, I think.
Chris Healy, yeah, he's just a operator journeyman. He's not. Look, I mean, he was against Fabio Wardley and lost in 2 rounds. So
Anthony.
That's what I mean. So he's just a battering ram. So he's not there really to fight. He's up there just to turn up to a paycheck, isn't he? So it's a shame really, because it's a bit different when you use against someone who's like a Nick Campbell, who's there to fight, and look what happens. So
yeah. Did you watch that fight on the Catterall undercard?
Yes, I did. I watched that very carefully.
Good fight, though.
Yeah, it was a good fight. I mean, look, the heavyweight division at that level, and I'll mix myself with them. We're not the best, but it was, it was a good fight to watch. It was just both men didn't want to give up, and the fitter man won. That's all it was. I don't think Jay is like he hasn't got so much as it's Nick. Nick isn't as good as Jay in ability, I'd say, but he was just a fitter man. I think Jay, if you get a fit Jay McFarlane, he can cause a lot of people problems. I've always said that.
Would you fight him over 10 rounds or like 6 or 8 rounds?
I'd like maybe 6 or 8 would be good. I think that'd be the level I want to do it. I wouldn't want to do it 4 because he's a prize fighter sort of style of fighter. Jay is. He'll be good in prize fight, just give 4 rounds all he can.
What in
And
that
he's a
like
powerful
what,
lad.
what in the boxer tournament?
Yeah, he was all right. He did okay in that.
Do you think you would do
You know,
good in that?
I like to have a go. I like to fancy my chances. Again, it depends what opponents are out there. And we're talking like there's a Steve Robinson in there. Yeah, why not? Yeah, because anyone's.
Well, he won his last fight, but before that, he came off a defeat, didn't he?
Yeah, so that's against Shane Gill, who I've sparred with before years ago. Shane Gill is. It's a shame, really, because I hear he can't box, but I fought him in the amateurs and didn't think he was that great. Shane is, he's a strange one, and I just think Steve couldn't really get hold of his jab or get past his jab. He couldn't think past it. So if you got a good jab on Steve and someone's willing to close that distance down, I think you can give Steve all sorts of problems. I think he's a one-trick pony. He's a bit of a gimmick. You know what I mean, Steve Robinson?
Apparently, Shane's retired.
Yes, I think it's due to his injuries to his hands, I believe, which is a shame.
Did you? So you beat him in the amateurs, did you?
Yeah.
Well done,
We
mate.
fought in it. It was white collar. He's had a couple of white collars. He was a good OVA fighter as well. He's been in some good company, and it wasn't really someone I didn't expect. I expected he was going to beat Steve. They took that fight late notice, thought we could have him, and that Shane Gill he is a good fighter. He could do something if he trained, but I think he's just a working class guy, and just I don't think boxing's his whole identity. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So have you got any? Are you gonna try and get out like one more before the end of the year?
yeah, that's the idea. So how it is obviously I was based in abroad for a couple of months for work, and I was boxing over, in East, Europe for a bit. Now I'm based in the UK full time, back here full time.
Yeah.
I've applied for a British license, so it's a case of I just having my interview soon. I'll have a British license because it's frowned up on to you have a sort of a foreign license. The board don't like it, so I want to be above board and work with them. And and I could be out by December on maybe a Nielsen show, Nielsen Boxing, or Alfie Warren show. Your call.
Are you signed with them? Are you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have a couple of fights with Nielsen Boxing, see how it goes. I like the platform. I like what they offer. I like it how they keep it traditional. I like
they put good shows.
Not quite. Yeah, they do good shows and have good people on their the entertaining fights, and some of them are 50-50 fights.
Yeah, they are.
So and value for money, and I just like the way it goes with them. It's at York Hall, so it's a traditional venue, isn't it? So who doesn't want to box there? Say again, sorry.
Have you boxed at York Hall before?
Never once, and that's what appealed to me. That's why I signed with them.
Yes. Yeah. That's good. So, mate, they've got a show. I think they've got a show in November at York Hall, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, there's one in November. There's one on the 1st of October. A good friend of mine, Tommy Jacobs, is fighting on that one.
Yeah, I've been with him. He's a good lad, Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy. So Tommy, he was actually in my corner for the Pollock fight, my defeat, and he only because he's a southpaw himself. He says, Max, in second round, he's a southpaw. For God's sakes, what are you doing? And it was just ill prepared, and But yeah, Tommy, I know Tommy very well. Great operator, great fighter. I think he needs to get his fights on thick and quick, and it's good what he's doing. I like watching him. He's
He
a nice
took a
guy as well.
50-50, came up short, but he said there was a bit of a backstory to like that, but he wasn't making,
Yeah, was that the fight against Billy Underwood?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew he had quite a few problems off the, behind the scenes, but I believe he could beat Billy Underwood. I believe he just didn't perform that night.
Yeah.
And I just didn't think he was as slick. I've seen him. I've seen him spar a couple of times in training. He's good to watch. He just wasn't himself that night. He didn't look himself, when he was in there. So
yeah, because I thought that would have been fight of the night, but I was a bit gutted. You know.
You know what? It's entertaining. Any fight Tommy's been in, if you look at his previous fight before that, he does good. Always performs well. If you even get to see him spar in Colchester, they do give it a go, and he's entertaining. He's good to speak to. He's an entertaining character as well. So I can see why Nielsen Boxing have got him.
Yeah. Wait, so do you train with like his gym?
No, totally separate. Believe it or not, I live in North Yorkshire, and if I go down there for a week or so because I've got family down there, I will pop into a gym, maybe do a session, or there's some sparring going on. It's got a couple of heavyweights or cruiserweights I can go against and go in his place at Willie's gym. Yeah.
That's good. So are you good friends with? Wait, were you at Tommy's fight against Billy?
No, I didn't make it, unfortunately. I watched it live on
Box Nation.
Yeah, with the relaunch of it, and I was gutted for him, heartbroken for him.
Yeah. The ring walks are quite cool at York, that Nielsen do, though.
Yeah, they are. I do think Nielsen, for obviously it will relate to, Frank. I think it's all, good because, they've got like a little, what do you want to call it? A little niche there because York Hall's the oldest boxing venue. So why would you not want to box there? Everyone who turns pro or turned pro should box there some stage in their life at least once.
Yeah, I think Fury fought there as well. Chris Eubank Jr.
All of them. I think a lot of the top guys have. I think Conor Ben has. I think all of them now. So yeah.
Yeah. So you want to be there as well, which is good.
Yeah, I want to be there. I'm hopefully going to be out there end of this year, before the year's out, and get one more in, and we'll see what 2023 brings. Yeah.
So is it one more 4-round fight?
Yeah, one more 4-round fight. It's going to be against a African lad who's got a winning record.
Oh,
so he's quite dangerous. Yeah, he's got a winning. He's 5-2. So it's quite dangerous. He's actually a sparring partner for Richard Latte. So, he's going to be tricky. So we'll see, really.
I'm sure you'll get the job done, though, mate.
I'm hoping so. I'd like to think so. It's got to take these. You know what I mean, when they come.
Maybe 3 knockouts in a row, mate. You never know.
Be nice to have 3 knockouts. Because
people would look at your record and you're a heavy hitter.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think Julian, who I work with at the minute, is trying to, instead of just having a right hand or maybe a good good left hook or something, and one punch knockout, he's trying to do it where I'm doing flurries of hitting my 3s and 4s. Yeah. And, and I don't do my combos enough. And
maybe soon rather than later, you might need to try and get a few of 4 rounds under your tank. Or
yeah.
But you know, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
If the knockout comes, you'll obviously want to get your 3rd knockout in a row, but just keep the good work.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you. Yeah.
Have you done a bit of training today?
Yes, I've done a bit of treadmill work. I've done a bit of it's not actually in anything with the gloves on. Just keep myself ticking over, as in gym work. That's all I've done today. I haven't done anything to do with my gloves. Nothing to do with that sort of things today. So,
would you sell? Would you ever fight like at Southampton?
yeah, I would. But I mean, obviously, where Southampton is, obviously, I was born, bred there, and all that stuff. You know, I don't have like a real base down there. All my base is based in Northeast now. So Scarborough, Bridlington, places like parts of Leeds, York. You know what I mean? So a lot of them, people who come and watch me, will come from those sort of places. So ideally, the whole group there will go down to York Hall and watch me there. You see, or otherwise,
when
if
you
Nielsen,
were in when you fought in Luxembourg, did you have many people there for you?
Estonia.
Estonia, sorry.
Yeah, I just had my corner team. I was a way fighter, and it was they had. I think it was a couple of hundred there. Really, it was only a small hall show, so I had really nobody there. And I haven't fought yet on UK soil, and people keep asking me every day to when you fighting. Well, give me a chance. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. But hopefully, you can announce soon that you're fighting at York Hall, which would be good.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, it's just getting my license granted, passed off, and they've got me through pretty quick. It just depends on medicals, etc. But it's doable to be out for the end of this year. They said that they want me out.
When you fight Jay, will it be like on a Nielsen boxing show or his show in Scotland?
Well, this is the thing.
Or fight zone?
This is the thing. Yeah, this is the thing. He ain't gonna want to come out of Scotland in a minute. He's not that way inclined. I'd want it on neutral territory. I don't want it where I'm at home somewhere or where I've been plenty of times before. I want it at a total neutral ground. He comes out of Scotland and we're at a neutral ground. So it's a level playing field. He's got no both have similar support, I would thought, but it will be a firecracker, that fight. It will be.
Surely that's got to be like on Fight Zone or something, because that would be a great tear up, you two.
Yeah, maybe Fight Zone. It depends. I mean, I wanted the guy you interviewed, Perry Howick. Yeah, really wanted him at one point. The reason why I turned professional was because of him originally. So we'll see really. If
he's got a title now, mate. So you never know.
Well, yeah, it's a cruiserweight title. That's the problem, and I'm not going down a cruiserweight. You know what I mean? So
I don't think he's planning up coming to heavyweight anytime soon.
Well, it's a shame because that was originally what the plan was. But turn pro for you, Perry. But I wish him well. He's got a good title, and he needs to protect it. And he was odds on not to ever get that. It was all against him, and he's worked hard. So I'll take my hats off to him.
Yeah, and maybe you can. Maybe if you beat Jay, that'll put you in, because only good fighters have beat Jay.
You know what, Jay? I mean, Jay's beaten some good fighters himself. You know what I mean? You don't know what you're going to get with him. If he's had a good focused camp, he will be dangerous. He will be dangerous.
I'm not saying he is. I just think he lacks a bit of the fitness.
Fitness, I think if you're fitter than him, you'll beat him. If you've got a bit of ability and you're fitter than him, you beat him.
But he could easily whack one over the top if you're not like on your A game.
Exactly. He's an unknown quantity that you don't know what you're going to get with him, and that he's the most dangerous ones, I think.
Yeah. But why have you got bad blood between you two? What's gone on?
I think it was originally I said something on Instagram. It just spiraled from there, really, and we were two from, and I don't think it's not bad blood. It's like we just want to get in there and have a go against each other. It's not like what I'll call a Chris Eubank Jr. v Conor Benn sort of bad blood. It's just, have a tear up and it'll probably be over with, shake hands, respect each other, bang, that'll be it. You know what I'm
Who
saying?
do you
That's
think
what it'll be.
wins Conor Benn v Chris Eubank?
It's a tricky one. Well, you have to put me on the spot, Sam. I think Conor Benn's going to do it.
I think Chris Eubank Jr. does it. I like both of them though.
I want Conor Benn to do it. I really want to do it. I will know more after they've had a weigh-in, because if he weighs in heavier and Chris Eubank hasn't given the monkeys about the weigh-in and it's going to pay the fines, I'm going to say Chris Eubank. But if Chris Eubank is done weighing as he should, Conor Benn.
Well, yeah, but they're fighting at welterweight, which is Conor Benn's natural weight.
Yeah, it's slightly heavy, super welterweight, isn't it? Isn't it slightly?
Oh yeah, so they're agreeing to, like, Chris is going down one and then Ben's going up one.
Yeah,
so
yeah, it's sort of like so it's two
between.
Weight classes for Conor Benn. Yeah, so this is the thing. Is where it's a game of chess. Naturally, Chris Eubank struggles at what 160. He's got to get to one. Yeah, he's got to get to 157. That's the catch weight. Conor Benn's coming up £10, and he probably walks around at where he is now, so it wouldn't bother him. So, as I say, let's say if Chris Eubank comes in at 160, 161, I'm going to say Chris Eubank. But if he doesn't, he comes in dead on the weight, Conor Benn.
Do you think that fight ends with a knockout?
Yeah. Conor Benn style, definitely. I think so. I think Conor Benn. Conor Benn, if you watch him, he's got this pressure fire, just goes forward all the time. He never goes on the back foot. Forward.
But did you see Chris Eubank's big win over Liam Williams?
Yeah. I thought he was good. I thought Chris Eubank, but he was starting to get away with it when it's 7th, 8th. If he didn't get those knockdowns, Chris Eubank, Liam Williams could have beaten him.
True, but he did have like 4 knockdowns though.
Yeah, he had 4 knockdowns, but Liam Williams was coming back into that fight. But I think if it was a 15-round fight, Liam Williams could have won.
Yeah, I was surprised that Chris Eubank didn't stop him if he just kept piling the pressure on him.
He started to showboat too much, didn't he, Chris Eubank? That's the problem.
I know, it's just that he got a bit too overcarried. He got carried away because he put him down quite a few times.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
But that is fair enough. If you put him down 4 times, you're most likely just try to get more confident in your ability as you're winning the fight.
You'd like to see him finish him off though, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I think that would have been a good statement if he finished Liam Williams off in his own time.
Not many people have those, see. So he's a hard fighter, Liam Williams.
Yeah. Heart of a warrior, Liam.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
So who do you think will win the fight this weekend, Canelo v Triple G?
It's going to be a hard one, isn't it? It's a 50-50 fight. I'm going to go GG this time.
Are you?
Oh. Yeah. 2 reasons. Canelo's pride is dented since the Bivol fight. He's going to be rubbing his hands since that fight. GG has not have to go up weight, down weight. He stayed at the same weight. Now, when you Canelo, you've got to put on what? He's gone from middleweight to all the way to light heavy. That's what, £20? It's a lot. It's a lot of weight to pack on, and to put that on and come down, it takes a toll on your body. It sort of, yeah, I mean, it sort of takes it out of your body a little bit. So there's only so much your body can do that. So I'm going to say GG beats him on points this time.
Split or unanimous?
Split.
Fair enough. I'm saying Canelo late stoppage.
Yeah, it's a fair one. Fair one.
Because Triple G wasn't the best in his last 2 fights, was he? To be fair.
He won and no, didn't he?
Yeah, but yeah, that is true, mate. But we'll see on the night because these two always have a good tear up,
last
don't
one,
they?
did he?
Yeah, but he did go up a load of weight.
Your last fight.
He went up a load of weights.
Yeah, but you know, maybe it's yeah, but it's lost and it's a mental thing, isn't it now?
Yeah, mate, I wouldn't be surprised if Triple G, if it goes either way, to be fair.
Yeah,
because these two always have a good tear up.
Yeah, I mean, GG won the first one, I thought, but somehow it wasn't his way. It was draw, whatever it was.
Yeah, and then Canelo got the nod on the second.
Yeah, which I thought was about right. But this be a good one for GG to get it right, and I think it's his golden ticket to get this one right, and he's going to be trying like hell.
Do you think there would be a fourth fight if Triple G wins?
Possibly. It wouldn't. Don't rule it out because it make it interesting. Because they're two athletes in their own, aren't they? So
yeah, because one of them, well, there'll be a draw. Even though I thought Triple G won that, and then there would be Canelo win. So yeah, to be fair, I would like to see Triple G do it as kind of.
Yeah, so do I. So do I.
I like Canelo though. I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah, you got to think Canelo's a drugs cheat as well. Don't forget that.
How?
I'll give you a link on WhatsApp. He was banned for a period of time, or he's been banned before, or there's been stuff where he's dodged drugs bans and that. So I'll give it. It's overruled because he brings in the money, doesn't he, for sport? So it's all a bigger thing.
Of the AJ, that's who Eddie Hearn goes to is Canelo.
Yeah, well, AJ's going to be washed up soon, so Canelo's going to be his biggest star. So
yeah, is that your goal to be on DAZN, Sky Sports, or something?
If I can get there, yeah, maybe. Might not be like it. I mean, there was chances where I could have been a sort of a blocker for Johnny Fisher. When I say a blocker, any fights he needs to avoid, they put me in the way. There was sort of slight deals discussed, but I'm not a blocker. I want to be a man of my own, so create my own legacy.
Yeah, and my last question is: do you want to shout out anyone who's helped you so far in your career?
My girlfriend, she's been quite supportive. Who else really? There's two lads I'm on a podcast with called Willie Joyce and Ben Scott, who are quite good. And my coach Julian, and a few of my sparring partners, people like Torrance and a few others are helping me. So yeah, them really.
Yeah. Thank you for your time, mate, and hopefully I can see fight news for you very soon.
Thanks a lot, mate. You take care of yourself, Sam.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Cheers, mate.